So regarding that new project, I will actually continue with the one I have here, but you can of course create a new one with the ionic start command. What I'll do here is I'll simply get rid of my recipes folder here. Don't need that anymore. And then I'll generate new pages, and of course I have to adjust my routing here and so on. So let's start with generating new pages, and we can do that with the ionic generate page command. Now, which pages do we need? We need a bunch of pages, obviously. We'll certainly need an off page, and I'll just name it off. That will be our off screen, which we see when we start the app for the first time when we haven't logged in yet. So let me run ionic generate page off here, and this will now give us a new off folder, and we'll add that off route to our app routing module. Speaking of that, I can of course already delete that whole recipes routing stuff here. So that's the off route, the off page. We're not done with that, of course. We will also have a places area in this app, and you can name it whatever you want, but with that I mean the area where we can view all the places we can book as well as offer new places. And therefore what I want to have here is definitely some places page, which will actually later hold our tabs. And inside of that places folder, and therefore I'll repeat the command, but now add a slash and then a subfolder, a subcomponent I want to create, so to say. I want to have, let's say, a search or find or whatever you want to call it. I'll name it search page. And that is basically the page which allows us to search or find new pages. Well, actually, we'll not add a search bar, so let's maybe call it discover. That sounds good. So we'll have our discover area here where we can discover places we can book. And in order to be able to discover something, people need to be able to offer places. And therefore, still in that places feature area of our app, I'll add my offers subfolder and component and page. And that will basically the other tab where we can create a new page and see our offers. Speaking of that, well, in our offers area, as I mentioned, we have to be able to create a new offer. So as another subfolder here in the places/offers area, I'll add new-offer as a new page, which will now be generated inside of places, offers, and here it is, the new offer. And that is basically where we will be able to enter the data for a new place we want to offer. There we'll also later include the capabilities to interact with the device camera and so on. Offering new places is nice. We also want to be able to edit our offerings. So I'll add a edit offer place next to new offer. So as a sibling to new offer, we now have the edit offer folder there. And that will be our page for, well, editing offers. Now, we're getting there. We're done with the offers for now, but in our places, we have that discover area, right? So we created that discover subfolder already. Now that would be the page where we can see all the places we can book. Now when we tap on one of these places, we want to see the details. So here I'll add a place-detail component or page nested in my discover folder. And as you can already see, I'm basically replicating the structure as we will have it in our URL, you could say, in that folder here too, in that project folder. And that is a pattern you commonly use and see when building Angular projects, no matter with or without Ionic. So that sounds pretty good. We're able to find places, offer places. What's missing? Well, we also want to be able to see bookings. With that, I mean both bookings for places we offered as well as our own bookings. Now for places we offered, I'll go back to places/offers, and in there, next to edit offer and new offer, I want to have my place bookings component, let's say. And you can name, or let's name it offer bookings to be in line. Offer bookings. You can name this whatever you want, of course. So offer bookings will be a page we can go to from our offers page. But we also have the bookings we made ourselves. And that will now actually be a sibling to places because it's not nested in there. It's not in the same tab navigation. Instead, we'll be able to reach that via our site drawer later. So here I'll just add my bookings page, which I then want to be able to, well, load and view. And that's it for now. If we need more pages later, we can add them. We already added a bunch of places. Feel free to pause the video and go through the folder structure and compare it with the slides I attached to this module, where I lay out the project structure so that you get a feeling for which folder, which page belongs to which item on the slides. And once you're done with that, let's continue. Let's update our routing configuration here, which is not in the format I want it to be. And let's, of course, make sure that we also display things like tabs and so on.